Hey, Tony Gaskins here with the Sunday sermon. Today I was reading in the book of Mark, the 5th chapter, verse 25 through 34. And I was reading about the woman with the issue of blood. And it kind of spoke to me. You know, it really said something to me in a couple different ways. You got a couple different areas that the message speaks to you. And for one is for the leaders. You know, for those leaders who represent Christ, whether you be a coach or a pastor or a school teacher or a police officer, a speaker or author, a supervisor on your job, a manager, a CEO, if you represent Christ and you are in a position of leadership where someone looks up to you, someone can learn from you, someone wants to be in your shoes one day, you have to understand that if Jesus can be touched, you should be able to be touched. We have so many people today who want to have this image, this air of, untouchableness, want to have, 12 security guards and armor bearers, want to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 barriers of people between them and the people. Here is the greatest person to ever walk the face of the earth. And he's walking through a crowd of people and everyone is touching him. Everyone can have FaceTime with him, can be in front of him, can touch his body, can talk to him, can have his hands laid upon them. And it's not in the middle of a church service where tithe and offering is the goal. It is in the middle of the street. It's out and about, just walking and talking. Understand that if Jesus can be touched, you can be touched. And that's where we're going wrong today, having so many people trying to be somebody and trying to create this untouchable air about themselves. And you lose the essence of Christianity. You lose the essence of who Christ is when you become too arrogant or too busy or too high and mighty to deal with everyday people. And it may not be everybody. I read a quote one time that says, "Do for a few what you wish you could do for many." So you may not be able to have a one-on-one with everybody. But there can be a selection process to where you still interact and you deal with certain people who need you, who need something from you. And then that is what spoke to me about the other side of it, from the woman who had the issue of blood. Here she was. She wasn't just a beggar. She wasn't just looking for a handout. This woman had invested in herself. She had invested in her life, and she had gone from doctor to doctor to doctor to doctor, and she was in need. She had a real need. She had an issue of blood that she had had for years, and no one could figure it out. No one could stop it. So see, this comes from when we are on the receiving end of things. What you have to be mindful of is, have you invested in yourself? Have you invested in yourself? Have you sought out multiple people that you can learn from, glean from, and they maybe did not have it all? So while you're trying to reach that one mentor, that one person, how many people have you sought out along the way to talk to them and to glean some wisdom from them, just in case it may be a long time before you can just get that touch of that one person that you need to talk to, that you need to hear from? And so she invested in herself, and she had a real pressing issue. She wasn't just trying to waste someone's time. She really needed a touch. And then she had faith. She believed that if I can just touch the hem of his garment, I will be healed. You have to believe that if you can just get in that place, get in position, just do what you have to do, that if you can knock on that door, just get to the door to knock on it, just have that conversation with that one person who you know has the key to the door, that if you can get there, your breakthrough will happen. Your blessing, the doors will be open to you that no man can shut. You have to have that faith that after investing in yourself for years, after investing in yourself over and over, not just with your words, but with your money, with your time, with your energy, with your efforts, with your faith, that after investing in yourself, that one day you will cross paths with someone and a cosmic collision will be created and your breakthrough will happen right there in front of you. And I got that message and I just want to leave with you. And remember, if Jesus can be touched, you can be touched. Don't be too high and mighty, too proud, feeling like because you are the head, you are the top, you are in a position of status that you cannot interact with other people on a one-on-one basis. If Jesus can be touched, you can be touched. And from the other side, from the woman with the issue of blood, remember that you have to have faith. You have to invest in yourself and you have to get in position for your blessing. Don't sit idle. Don't expect it to come to you. You have to go to it with a faith that can move mountains. Your blessing is on the way. Be humble, be persistent, be ready, and keep the faith. Hey, this is Tony Gaskins here with the Sunday Sermon. God bless you. We'll talk soon.